In this video, I'll be taking a look at the Ouya controller, and I'll be comparing it to the Xbox 360 controller. In terms of weight and size, both controllers are about the same. The main difference these controllers has is if you look at the grips where you put your palms, the Ouya controller does have a longer and thicker rest, while the Xbox 360 have shorter and thinner rest compared to the Ouya controller. Now, this does make it a little uncomfortable when you're playing the Ouya, but you will get used to it over time. Now, overall, the Xbox 360 controller is way better than the Ouya controller. So if you're trying to get an Ouya, you will be kind of disappointed with the controller, because the Xbox 360 is a little bit better than the Ouya controller. But the reason I did this comparison is because the Xbox 360 controller is the closest thing that looks like an Ouya controller. They're both basically laid out the same, with almost every button in the same position. Now, the Xbox 360 controller does have an Xbox guide in the middle when you press the button, the little Xbox button. And on this, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there is a black, I'll go ahead and show you, but there is a black pad right here, black touch pad right here, where you can actually move it around like a cursor on a computer. Now, it is a little bit laggy in some games. Most games don't actually use the touchpad, but you can use it for browsing the internet or using some applications on the software side. If you download applications, you can actually use the touchpad, but overall the touchpad on the Ouya controller is a little bit clunky and not good to use, but if you have to use it, it's still there and it is functional. Now, in terms of batteries, they both take AA batteries. They both take two AA batteries. The Xbox 360 controller, as you know, uses the batteries in the back of the controller, and the Ouya controller actually have the batteries inside the long stems right here. These two stems coming down, that's where you actually have the batteries. Now, that is one good thing, because it does keep the weight somewhat I would have to say balanced a little bit, because the batteries are on both sides of the controller. The Xbox 360 controller, you really can't feel it, but I do like the design of the Ouya controller, just because of the batteries going in both shoulder pads or both grips of the controller. That's one thing that I really like a lot about this. Not to say the Xbox 360 controller is bad just because it has the batteries in the back. Now, another main difference these controllers has is the D-pads are both a little bit different. I say the Ouya D-pad is a little mixture of the Xbox 360 controller and a PS3 controller. Now, the Xbox 360 controller is the D-pad is pretty mushy and not good at all. But I will have to give the edge to the Ouya controller when it comes to the D-pad. The D-pad is a little mixture, like I said, of the PS3 controller and Xbox 360 controller. So D-pad is somewhat a little bit better than the Xbox 360 controllers. But overall, the controller is better on the Xbox 360. Now, the Ouya controller is fairly decent, but I say go ahead and test it out if you're looking to get an Ouya. Don't base it on this video. You will have to try the controller out before you buy it. Most people say the controller is not good. It's a little too small, or it's clunky or whatnot. You will have to go to the store or find some of your buddies who have the controller, and you will have to test it out, because what people say and what you try are a little bit different. I personally don't have a problem with the Ouya controller, but some people do. This is just a little quick comparison between the Xbox 360 controller and Ouya controller. And peace out. I'll see you guys later in my next video. I'm out.